Alright then Trev, let's kick things off. We've fed a good amount of pellets with the main cup, and we're just going to keep topping up now with a small ball of micro pellets in that pole mounted cup, okay? So if you ship that out nice and smoothly. That's it, nicely done. And just remember what I said about the pole coming off the roller. There you go, perfect. And if you remember, we've lined up with the corner of that island there. So what I do first is get to the end of the pole, to the correct distance, and then you want to drop that bit of pellet ball into the peg. So turn the pole round, give it a bit of a tap. There you go. And now you want to actually lower the rig in. So lower the rig in nice and slowly, so you're naturally allowing the pellet to go down and settle just on the bottom, because we're fishing at dead depth. So what we're looking for is any little, there you go, straight away Trev, fantastic. It's a small bite and you lifted absolutely perfectly. Nicely done. So shipping back to your top kit, nice and smoothly. And what have we got? A little tench.
Little tench.
Hey, nicely done, Trev. That seemed to work well.
Did, didn't it? First pole fish caught.
Nice one. That's a good reason for using a barbless hook.
What, when you catch it in the net?
Yeah. Right, let's have another go. So we'll load up with another consignment of the micro pellets. And what you're using, the 6mm hooker pellet?
I'm using a 6mm hook, and just letting the point come out as you advised, James.
Okie doke. So the best process now, you've hooked up your hook bait, just swing that out to get it out of the way of everything. Then you've got to come back, we'll put another little ball of micro pellets in and repeat the process. Seems like a bit of a faff, but it's just the best way to feed the peg nice and gradually and build it up. That's it. Nicely done. I mean, obviously, when you've done it a few more times, Trev, you'll find that you can speed up the process. Yeah. But what you're doing is absolutely spot on. So
I'm at the top
drop
end,
your pellet in.
We're lined up.
Yeah. There you go. And then lower your rig in so you get the optimum presentation. And the way you're holding the pole there, Trev, is absolutely spot on. Your leg here is supporting the bulk of the pole, and you're able to control the pole and strike very efficiently. And that strike is just a gentle lift, isn't it, Trev?
Yeah.
You're not striking too hard because you've got such a short length of line between the pole and the float. There's no need for a strong strike. It's more of a lift, really.
I mean, even with just like the first put in, you're so much in control of what's happening.
You're doing that really nicely. And one thing I'd say, Trev, is just every so often, just lift the float out, maybe 4 or 5 centimetres out the water, and then lower it back in again. And what that's doing is it's just bringing your pellet off the bottom and then enticingly falling back down. And so many times you do that and you get a bite straight away. Oh, bit of an indication there, and actually you did the right thing because it didn't take the float under, did it? I mean, we've got that float dotted down to perfection, so it's so sensitive. That might have been a fish just rubbing against the line or just mouthing the bait. But the great thing is you were able to get straight back in again and you're fishing in the same spot, aren't you? That's okay, you still got the pellet on. Nicely done. Imagine trying to do this with a rod and line.
Whoa.
That was a good bite, wasn't it? And one thing you did then, Trev, you're tending to strike to the side.
Yeah, as opposed to lifting.
Yeah, you want to lift.
Yeah.
It's the most efficient way of doing it. If you're striking to the side, you're having to strike through the float to get to the fish. So if you can try and next time if we get a bite, just lift directly up. That was a good strike. I think we'll give it another go, and if we don't hit a bite, we should try a smaller hook bait.
Try a smaller pellet?
Yeah, we should try a 4mm pellet.
Hey, remember, look
Yeah,
out, look
Trev,
out. Yeah.
This looks like a better fish, mate.
Yeah, it feels like
That's
a better
it.
fish.
Keep the pole tip down in the water like you're doing, that's absolutely perfect, and just gently ship it back. And every so often, if you just lift the tip up and have a look.
To see where the fishes go. Oh, what?
Never mind, mate. Let's have another go. I'm sure we'll get another. Nice one, Trev. That looks like a better fish.
Feels a little bit better. I don't think it's that big, but...
We'll do it. I reckon it might be a tench.
Yeah, I don't think it's a carp.
That's it. The elastic's doing all the work, just towing it out. Hey, it's a barbel. Didn't expect that.
Well, that's the first, that is. Hey, this pole fishing light's great, isn't it? First barbel on the pole and the first barbel out of still water ever. Well, that's amazing. A great way to finish up, I think.
Nice one, Trev.
Well, James, might not be the biggest barbel, but I'm really pleased with that. Thanks ever so much for showing me. I came here as a pole novice. I'm still a novice, but I've got the basics now. Fantastic. Thank you.
No problem, Trev. Glad you enjoyed it.
Put him back. Hey, now I'm hooked on pole fishing.